Hello and good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Dunn Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel and a Patreon with lots of exclusive content over there. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@dunnphotodesign.com. Links for all of that can be found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we are going in, we are figuring out a big shift that is coming in your life. And we're going to be breaking this shift down into what is this shift, how is this shift benefiting you, and any advice about going through this transition or this big shift in your life. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes and take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy and focus in on pile number 1 with the White Newman Tarot and the Rose Quartz, pile 2 with the Pacific Northwest Tarot and the Aura Amethyst, and pile number 3 with the Spacious Tarot and this Silky Malachite. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But please remember, you guys, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you and your life, your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. All right, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what big shift is coming for you. We're going to be breaking down what this shift is, how the shift is benefiting you, and any advice for this shift. So we're going to move your Rose Quartz Palm Stone out of the way and start shuffling. All right, so big shift energy. What's going on here for group 1? What is this? What is the shift? That's what I'm trying to say. What is the shift that is happening for group 1, please, Spirit? I think I want one more. I think we're going to do 2 cards per sort of category here. Oops, I just flipped it, but it's the World card. That's a good one. All right, now, how is this shift benefiting you? And any advice? Ooh, we got some advice popping right out. One more, please, Spirit. Any advice for group 1's big shift? Okay. Where to put these? There we go. Okay, so we already have flipped over one of the cards for what is the shift? What the shift is happening here? Let me get these all situated. And it's kind of maybe going to be a wonky setup here today. I have no idea what this is going to look like with the 3 other decks I have to add to each category, but we're just going to dive in and see what we get. So we're going to start off with the World for what is this shift, or what is shifting, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, I love this combo, specifically with the 10 of Swords coming before the World, because this is literal end of a cycle. It's dead, it's gone. This is time to move on from something. You guys, if you're like, I wonder what this could be. Maybe this isn't your pile because it should be glaringly, blatantly obvious. There's something in your life that's no longer working. This could be as simple as a bad habit, you guys. It doesn't have to be a big, grand thing. Though for some of you with this combination, this could literally be walking away from everything you know. I mean, I'm seeing both ends of the spectrum and everything in between here in your pile. But many of you might actually be moving or traveling or selling a lot of your possessions, cutting a lot of people out of your life that just are toxic, not good for you. That's like one end of the spectrum, just completely shifting, changing everything. The other end would just be wanting to expand your horizons. The big shift is you're not going to feel so stuck, stagnant, and just dead energy anymore. No, there's life. There's life force. There's lifeblood. Like the word life just keeps coming up. And now I got chills on my crown. This is happening super quick in this reading today. Usually it's pile 2 to 3 that we start getting those crown tingles, but they're coming in hot. So one of the big shifts, you guys are getting a lot of crown activity. And she is very decorated up here. She's got some jewels, some horns. She's got like a upside down triangle where her third eye is. We've even got some, it almost appears to be bangles or something in her hair here. So maybe before, and it's like this is just very stagnant, very stuck energy. Maybe you felt a lot of headaches, or maybe you're getting a lot of headaches, or just kind of pulsing, pounding in the head. there are a lot of activations going on in your guys' spiritual connection. So one of the big shifts is, or what is shifting, is your connection to spirit. Where maybe it once felt dead or like it's really not there, boy, are you expanding those beautiful horizons. So let's go ahead and see if we can expand on this theme of what is shifting in your life for group 1. It's this one down here. I see it, I feel it. Ooh, a happy ending. And see, this doesn't look like a happy ending at all. This is exactly the opposite. But because you've got the world to support this bad thing that you, or just traumatic or toxic thing you're looking to, I guess, remove from your life or shift in some way, because you have this happy ending card with all of this, this is good news. Every single one of these talks of endings. Look at this. Happy ending, this is an ending, and this is an ending. This is the last major arcana card before we start over at the 0 with the Fool energy yet again. 10 of Swords, literally the ending of the minor arcana before we get into the court cards. Major endings coming here, but with every ending comes a happy or a new fresh start. Doesn't always have to be happy. Sometimes they can feel very bittersweet. Specifically with this combination, it can feel bittersweet, but let's just know there is a silver lining to anything you guys are currently going through or you feel you may soon go through. And we're gonna do an asymmetrical kind of vibe so I can fit more cards here. But yeah, there's a happy ending coming. So you guys have been worried about, is this cycle gonna close out in a way that's benefiting me? Absolutely it is. Sorry, I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt real quick. It's getting warm. Spirit starts channeling through and I just get real warm. Okay, sorry if I bumped the mic there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else is shifting or any other wisdom building on what is shifting for group number 1, please, Spirit. We have memory here with the number 16. We also have 93 here, so the number 10, the number 21, 93, 16, or any combination of these numbers. 9 plus 3 here is 12, which adds up to 3. 16 adds up to 7. Anything that resonates for you guys, you can play around with these numbers and see, or you can even add them all up and just reduce it down to a single digit or a master number if it adds up to that, and see what you get here, because the numbers are also always constantly communicating with us. And we've got the memory card here. This appears to me like a North Node vibe. I mean, I think these are supposed to be astrology signs, but it's not quite Leo, because Leo kind of has a little circle that goes around. So I'm kind of interpreting this little squiggle thing as a North Node energy, which is about your destiny. So it is part of your destiny to close out these toxic cycles. Yes, maybe part of your destiny was to experience some of these relationships, situations, whatever they are, but it's also part of your destiny to close them out and move on from them. You don't have to stay stuck in them. And with the memory word specifically here, maybe this is you journaling out all of your thoughts, feelings about these memories. Good, bad, happy, sad, everything in between can really benefit you. But maybe some of your memories are shifting, or you're getting back lost memories from the past. And I'm seeing you unlocking these because of your new connection to spirit. You're able to now connect to maybe lost years in your childhood or teenhood, or maybe you remember certain things, but other things are very hazy or just non-existent in your memory. You're getting these lost memories back in some way. Literally, someone might be finding a journal from, like, in your parents' house or something from when you were younger, or your mom found a journal in an old, attic box or something. Like, you just never know. But that could be very specific for one person, or maybe you're just recovering something you thought was lost. It could be not specifically words that you wrote or memories that you had, but something from your past. You're recovering it and integrating it into your life current. Okay, so for some reason, my camera the battery isn't dead, the memory card's not full, but it just stopped filming at 9 minutes and 35 seconds into me setting up and starting your reading. So maybe the minutes or the numbers 9:35 mean something to you. We do have the audio because I had my mic going, but sorry about that. If we missed some of the shuffling, I'm not quite sure. But let's get into your next card. What is shifting? We're really going in on these today. These are probably going to be a little longer reading than you've been seeing from me, but I just felt like spending some time with you guys today. Group 1, what's shifting? Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. And look at all the stars around her head. I think that's sort of like It reminds me like of a hood, but it's not quite all the way over her head. So it's like she's open to that crown activation or that crown energy, but she's still kind of veiling herself on the sides, and she's kind of looking off to the side like, I'm hearing I don't trust these people. So some of you might be discovering there are certain people in your life you can't trust, or just it could just be the systems at play in the world that you're just not trusting the news or trusting the narrative. That could be. But yes, there is divine magic at play. That is one of the big shifts in your life, is you are seeing the magic at play rather than thinking, oh, nothing's ever happening good for me, nothing's, going my way. You're actually seeing this a whole new way very soon. Okay, so how is this shift benefiting your life? I think we've kind of touched on this. You're just on a whole new trajectory. You're closing out, I'm hearing the word like karma, past trauma, all of this. Yes, closing it out with the Wheel of Fortune. And this shift is benefiting you by bringing you more abundance, either financial or resources, more healthy connections and relationships, new opportunities are coming in. This is a number 10. This is a new beginning. After that, ending, but happy ending. You're ending some of this that you're going through in a happy way. Remember. Oh my gosh, it stopped recording again. I do not know what is going on here. My major apologies. I think Spirit might be messing with things. I am so sorry, you guys. I don't even know how long we got into that last video before that one cut out. I don't know what's going on here. I think King of Wands. And this is like that spiritual guru. You may be becoming a spiritual guru, or you're just listening to your own inner guidance rather than a bunch of outside sources. Or maybe if you are listening to outside sources, you're only using them to validate what you already know on the inside, but you're just owning your ish. You are feeling more motivated. You are finally taking action on just like cutting out. She's got a knife here, an athame, cutting out what's no longer serving you, be this people, situations, habits, thought patterns, limiting beliefs, all of these things. You're examining, and it's almost like he's throwing, it looks like a crumpled up, it's a fireball, but it looks like a crumpled up piece of paper. Like, I'm throwing away my old script. I'm no longer playing by the same rules. I'm playing by new rules where I feel more supported and more validated and more in my power, my authority. That is how this shift is benefiting you so far, and I'm super excited to see this. Really super excited. My wonderful spiritual gurus. All right, what else is coming in? But yeah, more money, more authority. Maybe you are striking out on your own to become your own boss or start your own side hustle of some sort. But then we have abundance, which Wheel of Fortune, and the number 88, which is like major abundant vibes. Like I was saying, abundance. Yes, I shuffled. You probably didn't see it, but there it is. Wow. Yeah, you are creating your own abundance. I mean, he's literally healing his life. He's got a snake wrapped around his left arm, which is the feminine side of the body, the receiving side of the body, receiving healing, receiving help. That is how the shift is benefiting you. Not only are you now better able to receive messages from Spirit, healing from Spirit, but you're also now able to help others do the same. That's so powerful, you guys. Wow. All right, let's get one from the Green Witch Oracle now. Hopefully we're still recording. Yay. Okay. Please, Spirit, just let the camera go. Just let it go. All right. How is this shift benefiting Group 1, please, Spirit? Happiness and happy ending. There is happiness and joy. And some of you may be like, well, what's happiness? What's joy? Like, I don't even know, because it's been so long since I felt it. Or when I do feel it, it's so fleeting that it's like, well, it's gone before I could latch onto it. You guys are having so much more happiness. These shifts coming for you are for your highest good, to give you more happiness, or to just allow you to feel more happiness in your life, because you're not spending and expending so much of your energy toward just maintaining the status quo with someone or something, or a job that sucks the soul out of you, something like this. Could be, I'm seeing like the Four of Wands in my head now. Could be a wedding or a moving somewhere else. Doesn't even have to be out of your area, although it can be with the World card. That could be world traveling for sure could bring someone here happiness. We've also got Gemini energy here, so third house, that's short distance travel, maybe short distance travel, or hanging out with your siblings, communications, media, all these things can be seen through the third house, Gemini vibes. Just seeing things Maybe you are someone like me with a Gemini moon that can see both ends of an argument and really see the validity in both sides of an argument. You're just becoming more open-minded, and there's part of that expansion with the crown here is just being more open-minded and really not having any belief systems. You're just open. Because when we give ourselves a belief system, we create a box for ourselves and what is possible for us and the world and others. Wow, I have such chills right now. And I'm really reading this little potion bottle here as, is this half full or half empty? And maybe before you'd be like, oh, that bee is half empty. But now you're like, no, that is half full. And I am so grateful for it. Wow. All right, how else is this shift benefiting group number 1? We have Anunnaki light codes. So we have the Thoth light codes and now Anunnaki light codes. Energetic shift, and of course we're already talking about a shift in this shift reading. What is shifting in your life? We also have new information and end of a cycle. So like it's just starting to repeat itself. Some of you, this end of a cycle has been a long time coming and you are here for it. You are here for it. So, wow. Okay, we're still recording, folks. Yay. Okay, so now that we've gotten what's shifting, how it's benefiting you, let's get some advice for how you can, I say like the most straightforward path to going through this shift for you. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Wow. So you guys are taking a more traditional approach to what this shift is, what it means, how you're going about it. You're taking a more traditional approach and you're not, sad or scared to have to put in more effort and work. I think you guys have already put in a lot of effort, a lot of work. And some of you, they're showing me like an 8 of Cups vibe. You put a lot of emotional work and effort into something that you're no longer gonna entertain anymore. But some of you, you're like, yeah, the relationship isn't good now, but if I go my way and go on the search for that 9th cup of that 8 of Cups, I can come back and stack it lovingly with the rest of my cups as that, wish fulfillment kind of vibe. But you're going to have to go on the hero's journey to get you there. But some of you are like, nah, sis, I am just closing that out and I'm not even going to entertain a thought of returning to certain old things. Again, you guys are on a spectrum here, but this could look like a wedding or a commitment of some sort. You're signing a contract for a new job or a wedding or an engagement or deciding to have a child. There's something you are willing to put the work and effort into to go the distance. Could be starting a business as well. I see that here. Could even be some sort of lawsuit you guys might be involved in. This shift might be you finally taking your power back and going after, not in like a vindictive kind of way, but like in a justice kind of way, those who have wronged you in some way. Okay, let's go get some more advice for this shift for group 1. Well, maybe this is, the problem we're having here is a message for you guys as well. The fact that maybe life has felt like a start-stop, like you're going, you've got your momentum and you're keeping going, but like somehow the universe isn't working in the flow with you, or other people aren't cooperating, or just the things you're trying to accomplish aren't going forward. Even though you're ready, willing, and able and motivated to do it, it's like brick wall, brick wall, brick wall. But I think that's shifting. I think that energy specifically is what's shifting or leaving for you. You're ending that start-stop cycle, or that cycle where you feel no matter how motivated and ready you are, nothing ever goes your way. I think it's very telling what's going on here. Okay, advice for this shift for group 1. Patience, yep, and that's exactly that 8 of Pentacles, really 7 of Pentacles energy, but 8 of Pentacles, it's not so much patience like the 7 is, because this person's just so hard at work or just so focused, hyper-focused and invested in what they're doing, they're not watching the clock tick like maybe the 7 of Pentacles would. So it's like progressing from 7 of Pentacles to 8 of Pentacles. Yes, there's still this element of patience for the changes you want to see in your life to happen and occur, but you're so invested and focused in what you're doing that you're not clock watching or, start stopping all the time. So let's go ahead and get another word of advice. But yeah, patience. Have some patience. Have some faith that things are working out. Even if they still appear to have some start-stop energy to it. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, rather than 1 step forward, 2 steps back, like maybe had felt in the past. And then there's desire. So advice for your shift is to feel the desire of what it is you're wanting to bring into your life. Feel that desire. of it being your life. You know, visualizations and affirmations and all that, but being creative with it. We got the number 3 here, and we got the sign of Cancer. We've got the moon, where your moon is placed in your chart. Good, we're still filming. Awesome. Wherever the moon is placed in your chart is a very good indicator of where your desires lie, your emotional desires, your mental desires. And also the sign of Cancer, or the house of Cancer, wherever that falls in your chart, is another house where your desires are coming true, or where you can look for good advice on how these desires are manifesting for you in your life. All right, one more card. Hopefully we can continue filming. All right, one more, please, Spirit. Advice for this shift for group 1. We have third eye activation. Yeah, we really already went and talked about that. But yeah, advice is just brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. So the advice is just to keep going on allowing this crown and third eye and soul star, those higher chakra expansion. I'm even seeing like your throat chakra expanding even more, these higher chakras, but also not forgetting or negating those lower chakras, your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart. Very, very important to keep those balanced and in alignment as well. And I'm almost reading these pentacles here as the chakra points, and look how many are above him. There's a lot of like chakra activation going on above, even not in just your physical aura, but just above like the etheric body. Wow. Hopefully all of the interruptions with the filming didn't bother you guys too much. But again, I think there was a message in that for you. Could even have been with a partnership. Maybe you've broken up and gotten back together, gotten back together, or, oh yeah, I think I'm all in on this project. Wait, no, I don't think so. Wait, yeah, I'm all in. No, wait, no, I don't think so. Wishy-washy energy. And if it's not your wishy-washy energy, it's someone that's involved, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think that's all I'm seeing for you, Group 1. I hope that these delays didn't detour you too much and weren't too much of a nuisance or a hassle for you, and that you still got your message and enjoyed this reading. Please feel free to let me know below what you thought. I love to hear from you guys, and the engagement on my channel has still been pretty abysmal. But you know what? I'm trying not to focus on that. I'm trying to focus on the good things going on here, which is you guys. I love you so much, and I just wanted to say thanks again so much for all of those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, Group 1, right here back at the Dunn Creative, and I'm wishing you so much love and just happiness happiness on your big shift. All right, love you guys. Bye. All right, group number 2, we had some camera difficulty with group 1. It just stopped recording for, I'm not sure why. The battery's fine, the memory card was fine, couldn't see that it was corrupted video or anything when I did watch their footage back here and there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have the same issue with your reading. But we are going to be figuring out today the big shift coming for you, and we're going to find out first and foremost a pile over here. It's kind of a 3-part reading, really. First part is what is shifting, then how is this shift benefiting you, and then advice for your shift. So you picked here the Aura Amethyst. So I'm going to put that over here, and we're going to just get right into your reading. Deal these cards out. So, what is shifting for group 2? All right, we got here and here. And we'll just kind of, it was kind of all over the place for group 2, group 1. And now, how is this shift benefiting group 2? And what advice does Spirit have for group 2 during this shift? Okay. So, we'll just kind of get these where they need to be. And we'll start here with what is shifting for you. We have the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. Okay, so there's better communication coming for you guys, or maybe you guys are finding better ways to communicate, or those of you who felt very confused or just unsure of your next direction, feeling numb, feeling apathetic, or just feeling too many emotions. Again, it's a spectrum. Wherever you feel that you fall on that spectrum, take it as it resonates. But you are getting that clarity. You're seeing the truth of a situation, seeing the truth of what your emotions have been trying to tell you, and finally being able to heal. I'm seeing this as a very healing energy, a new beginning in your thoughts process, your emotions, and how you connect to other people, including yourself and including spirit. So this is like a revamp or a major shift in how you communicate. There may even be some sort of transit that is actually affecting your 3rd house, possibly your 9th house, your Mercury, your moon, and they're also showing me Jupiter. So I don't know if there's some big activity going on with a major transit over any of those planets or houses for you. But and there is also showing me 6th house. So 6th house for someone, just completely shaking up your daily routines. Could be a major shift coming. But you guys, what you are shifting into is something that feels more emotionally fulfilling and like you're on the same page as the people you're communicating with. Because I think for some of you, you may have felt for a while that it's like no matter what I say, it's like I'm just talking to a brick wall. Like it just doesn't register with people and they don't see my side of things, whatever it looks like for you. But you're seeing the opposite now. You're seeing that people are really vibing with you, resonating with you. Your point is getting across. You're finding better ways to communicate. Someone might even be writing a book using the traumas, wounds, and hard emotions from your past to write a book, to communicate to others what you went through. Even if it's a work of fiction, you're using a lot of your past experience to really create these characters and scenarios, quite possibly. Very interesting stuff. Okay, so what else is shifting, please, Spirit? Kind of a theme surrounding this shift was kind of how I was using this card. And we have adventure, and this is such a beautiful combination for this adventure here. So we got the master number 55 here. So yeah, definitely some big changes coming where you're going to feel more adventurous. So those of you who felt more on the apathetic scale of emotions or just kind of blah, nothing's really ever going great, I'm not like totally mad about life, but like it's still not that exciting, you're bringing the thunder with this adventure, or life is presenting. There's opportunities coming in. Maybe you're seeing these opportunities online and you're taking action on them because they seem really fun and exciting to you. So you're going to have more adventure in your life, more excitement, more connection with those you love. Maybe you're inviting some friends and you're all going on a long distance trip together. You're all kind of paying your own way, but you're doing it together. It feels very fun, very supportive energy as well. All right, what else is shifting for group number 2? Group number 2. We're still recording, so we're good. Okay, what else is shifting for group 2? We have fertility. Okay, I see what we're doing here. So yeah, someone is just looking to create more abundance in their life, or quite possibly the thing that a lot of people want to create, not everybody, but a lot of people, is an actual child. So if you're not looking to do that, that's not your message. But if you are looking to have a child, the shift is coming for you to be able to have it. There's an opportunity for you to fall pregnant. This is what I'm seeing. Or if you're, creating a child where you are with someone who's feminine energy and you are creating the masculine part of this, your partner is having the child. That's very beautiful, but you're coming together to have this child. And then we have the number 29, which added to 11. So we have 11 and 55. Maybe you're seeing 11:55 on your clock. This to me, it just feels so good. And it feels like destiny. This is like a North Node energy here with this little symbol. So this is part of destiny, is to get more adventurous, get out there, create your own abundance, your own fertility, and just having fun, releasing stress and anxiety, and maybe communicating to someone about what your dreams, goals, and wishes are. That can really benefit you. Okay, so what else is shifting for group number 2? Ooh, we'll take the top one of these because there's like 4 cards there. Yeah, 4 cards. Okay, we have here, I am presence, light body activation, and accessing the divine within. Yeah, you're really utilizing your own emotions to connect to your higher self, to your soul, to your spirit, whatever that exactly looks like for you. I'm gonna kind of arrange these a little more cohesively there. They're a little wonky, but okay, there we go. Yes, you guys are utilizing all of your bodies, your emotional body, physical body, your mental body, spiritual body, causal body, light body, all the different etheric body. They're all like lining up and in constant communication with each other, all of your different bodies. But you are accessing your own higher self in ways that you have never seen before. But sometimes you got to get out of that regular comfort zone. Go on a trip, a vacation, move somewhere, go on just daily adventures, branch out of your comfort zone, because that's what North Node energy is trying things that are uncomfortable. The South Node is where our comfort zone is, and the North Node, or the not so comfortable zone, is where we're supposed to or destined to be going. So stepping out of your comfort zone, having adventures, not doing anything that's so life risking or, anything like that that's actually dangerous. But you know what I'm saying, is just getting out of that comfort zone, even if it's just stepping your little toe into a big body of water. That's still more than you did before, just taking it one step at a time. So yeah, let's see how this shift is benefiting you. We have Justice and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so many of you have possibly been in situations or scenarios where you constantly felt the need to justify why you wanted a certain thing, or why you thought a certain way, or just how almost like you're having to stand up for yourself constantly. For some of you, this is at work, but this is balancing out. This is how the shift is benefiting you. Is yes, you can still speak your truth, and you're going to continue to, because now you have access to an even greater way of communicating. Maybe some of you are doing mudras and really doing that light language and kundalini awakenings. I can see with this as well. That could be a big shift coming for many of you with this light body activation here and this Ace of Swords, new way of communicating, literally. Beautiful energy, but you are feeling more balanced in the way you show up in the world, and other people are seeing you as a more balanced and, I guess, worthy opponent if they are trying to go up against you. But at the very least, they are seeing you as someone worth listening to, where maybe before they're just like, oh, they don't know what they're doing, I know best, and they just wouldn't even entertain what you had to say. And maybe there was that kind of brick wall energy we were picking up on before that's shifting for you, so that you can actually get your words into these people's brains for them to process what you're thinking or what you're saying, and it actually stick, and people realize, oh, that's what you mean by that. Okay. So yeah, this is how it's benefiting you, is you're feeling more justice, you're feeling more balance, you're feeling the need to not have to, talk till you're blue in the face to get your point across. It's like people are understanding it much sooner. And you're still wanting to speak your truth, but you're finding more expanded and expansive ways to be speaking your truth. Maybe you are speaking to a wider audience. Maybe that's how the shift is benefiting you, is your point of view, or your stance on something, or belief system or way of operating in the world is reaching more people. Maybe you have a platform that kind of goes viral or blows up, or just you're seeing a steady progress here, where maybe before you were putting all this effort into something and it just wasn't getting engagement. Well, now it is. People are perking up. People are actually listening now, which feels good for you. All right. How else is this shift benefiting our wonderful group 2? We're still recording, so I think that was literally just for group 1. They just needed that start, stop on my camera. It was really part of their energy. It was so interesting. Okay, we have relationship change here. So, and I'm apologizing if these are all kind of sideways. My table never is exactly where I need it to be, so it looks straight in front of me, but then I look up on the camera and it's all wonky. So my apologies if that's the case. I will refocus it there. Okay, so yes, we have relationship change with the number 56, and we've got progression here from 55 to 56. So there's a leveling up, or an up level possibly, to your guys' relationships, whether you're staying with the same person or, people, or you're shifting to a different crowd, a different job, a different love partnership, however it resonates for you. But there are changes coming to your relationship, whether it's with the same person or a whole new person, or if you're not with anyone, maybe that's the relationship changes. There's someone coming in for you. Again, you guys are on a spectrum here because it's a general reading. But going out and being more adventurous, stepping out of your comfort zone will bring lasting changes, good changes, justice, more balance to your relationships, your significant other, your parent-child relationship, aunt, uncle, friend, sister, brother, whatever relationships that you are, intuitively thinking about right now. There are good changes coming to this because we've got a master number 11, which is about awakening. It's about partnership. It's about deeper connection than just a surface level communication or relationship. Okay, what else? How else is this shift benefiting our wonderful group 2? It's right here. Attraction. Okay. Yeah, you're feeling the love. You're feeling either more attracted to the person you're already with and just taking things to another level. Even if you've been with this person, I don't know, 20 years, you've been married for 12 years, you've been on the path. But this to me feels like you're just finding a deeper way to connect to this person. Those of you who are my singles, you may be finding someone that there's a mutual attraction for. And we've got Libra energy here, which is 7th house. It's relationships. So 2 relationship cards here. And the number 34, which adds up to 7, which is about a deeper, more spiritual attraction or connection. Not, of course, just the physical and the mental attractions that we get to people, like their personality, their looks, the way they make you laugh or don't, whatever. They're more stoic. But this to me feels like you're attracted to their inner light, their soul, just as much as the physical and all the other things as well. And you're also attracting, and that balance, all that hard work you put in where maybe you didn't receive the fruits of your labor, you're now attracting that to you. That is how this shift is benefiting you, is you're attracting what is meant for you in major ways that you just couldn't have seen coming before. Major cool. Okay. What else is, that's what I need to say. How else is this shift benefiting group 2? I want to say the question right. I think Spirit really knows what I'm trying to inquire about, but I want to make sure I say it right. Okay. How else is this shift benefiting group 2? We have Seraphim's Gateway. Voice activation. Yup. Angelic attunement. Yup. And divine support. Yup. And attraction and fertility. These are both divine feminine energies. This is receiving the abundance. This isn't going out and taking action, although that is still a very important part, because remember, we're balancing the divine masculine and divine feminine. But I think before, you guys were really hyper-focused on the action of something. And yes, maybe it was bringing you some reward or some benefit, but not as much as the action you were putting forth, because there is this need to rest or kind of separate your energy here with the 7. It's a very introspective number. It's a very kind of hermit energy too, is being able to know who you are so that you can show up as your best version for other people in your life. And, I'm seeing someone also being able to cut away some sort of codependent situation or relationship. And that's how this shift is benefiting you, is you're removing yourself from codependency. You're finally getting your voice and being able to speak your truth into existence. I don't know. Do I want to put that there? Yeah, because I'm going to put the other one here. Maybe I'll do it this way. Sorry. I don't remember how I did it for group 1. Not that it really matters, but just to make sure everything fits. It fit for group 1, so I'm sure it'll fit here. So now let's get some advice for this shift. So we have here the 3 of Pentacles working together. We've got the Emperor. Wow, this is Aries energy as well. So we had Libra energy twice in how you're being benefited. So in relationship card, there's 3 Libra energies in how this shift is benefiting you. It's benefiting your interpersonal relationships. Your relationship with anyone who is not you. Could be your dog, could be your friend, your coworker, your parent, your whoever. You are getting benefit of deeper connections and better, stronger relationships that are more meaningful, because the surface level relationships just aren't hacking it for you anymore, and you're sick of wasting your time. Again, talking to a brick wall. It's just, why bother? So now you're working together with people who are of like mind, like activation, like spiritual presence, I guess you could say, like vibration. And you are stepping into a role of leadership or authority in your own life with this Emperor here, or wherever Aries is in your chart. And I'm also being reminded of the 3rd house and also the 11th house with this 3 of Pentacles energy. So there might be some major shifts or transitions going on in those houses right now, or whatever planets you have, whatever signs rule your 3rd and 11th houses. Also your 1st house, because Emperor, that, Aries energy, that is the self. Aries in the natural zodiac does rule the first house of the self. So yes, this might look like you are being a little quote unquote selfish with your time, your effort, your attention, but it's not that you're selfish. It's just that you know your worth now. You're communicating that worth to others, and only those that can really resonate or vibe or respect that self-worth you know that's there within you can play your game or play in your energy. You are, kind of vetting out who is, it's not a better than, worse than kind of thing, but vibrationally speaking, it's like my mom used to say, if you're going to lay with the dogs, you're going to get fleas. I mean, not that I've ever had a dog with fleas, but you know what I'm saying. It's like if you're going to run with the stray dogs that got fleas and you're a house dog and, you're well groomed and maintained, but you're hanging out with these dogs, doesn't matter how well groomed and maintained you are, you're going to get fleas. And I know that's probably, I'm not trying to be offensive with my analogy, but I think you know what I'm saying. Energetically speaking, I'm not saying physically, more energetically speaking, you are not succumbing to or entertaining vibrations that you know are not good for you anymore, if that makes sense. I hope what I've said here isn't offensive to anyone. I did not mean it to be. But just, vibrationally speaking, you're clearing the fleas from your auric field, and anyone with a bunch of fleas in their auric field, you're just like, nah, I'm good. Not to say you can't still talk to these people, hang out with these people, but it's just, you're not, I guess, immersing yourself in their energy so much that you take on their fleas, if that makes sense. Again, no offense meant. Hope none is taken by the way I'm saying this, but that's what Spirit's kind of showing me. And Spirit isn't always, this is one thing I've understood or come to understand, is Spirit's not always politically correct, because I think they understand, I guess, the ins and outs of our society, but they I don't know, they're just above it somehow, that they don't, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. I hope you guys haven't taken any offense to what I've said here. All right, we're still recording, so that's good news. Okay, what other advice do we have for the shift for group 2? Environment. Yeah, some of you may be shifting out of that environment, like we were just saying about, who is it that you're hanging out with? It doesn't just have to be the who, but the what. Are you in a bad part of town, or a neighborhood that just doesn't resonate with your higher vibe? Maybe there's a lot of power lines and 5G towers and things like this, where you need more parks and streams and rivers or oceans. You need more natural. This is about going back to basics, being more natural. We've got also the master number, 44, we got 55, and 56 adds up to 11. So you got a lot of master number energy here as well, which is very powerful. This just amplifies your guys' manifestation abilities and ability. But getting a change of environment, advice to help you shift, getting out of that comfort zone. Yes, you may feel more comfortable in those natural environments we talked about, but that's not what I'm saying about stepping out of your comfort zone. This is more, yes, getting comfortable in an environment that is better suited to your vibration or your energy, but also going on adventure. It's very, very beautiful. Sorry, I bumped the table. Beautiful messages coming through here. Any other advice for group number 2? Whoa! Well, you get 2 cards, and let me grab them just 2 seconds. Of course, you guys are going to be a little bit extra. All right, what do we got here? We've got passion with the number 7. And again, is that the North Node yet again? Yeah, passion, your desire, your destiny is to, with the number 7, go within. Another number 7. Lots of Libra with the, that's the 7th zodiac sign is Libra. And then we also have cleansing, which 25 adds up to 7 as well. And then we got Gemini energy here. And we got some candles. Very interesting, the numbers, how there's just 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 34 adds up to 7. You got a lot of 7s here, a lot of Libra energy, a lot of relationship energy. But yeah, passion. But we've also got that's the beetroot, and then this is lemon. So cleansing. Yeah, cleansing your aura, you're all groomed and, domesticated. Again, back to our weird analogy that I hope you didn't take offense to. why would you go dirty up your beautiful vibration and, newly shampooed fur coat? This is you cleansing. Maybe some of you are doing some deep cleaning. Some advice for this shift is to literally clean up your act, clean up your habits, clean up your physical environment, clean up your body, get your hair did, file your toenails if that's something you need to do. Just get yourself hygienically cleansed, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually cleansed. There's a lot of cleansing energy here. But let's get one more to finish out your reading. You got an extra card, but we're still going. But yeah, your advice is to go passionately forward with whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish or do or create. All right, advice for group 2. And we have here Crystal Skull, wisdom, clarity, yes, divine healing, yes, and high vibrational energy. It's exactly what we were talking about. Raising your vibration and then not continuing to dip back into those lower vibes because you've attracted a tribe that feels more on your level. Again, it's not about better than, worse than. It's an energetic thing is what we're talking about here. And finding more like-minded people, energetically speaking, that you can really feel that beautiful collaboration with. So that is what we've got here. And thankfully, your camera is still recording and we hit all the marks, I think. So I hope this resonated for you. I hope it was fun. I had a lot of fun with this reading and kind of the 3 parts breakdown of these shifts or the big shift that's coming for you. It's really exciting. So please feel free to let me know below what you thought, if this resonated, any stories you want to share. The engagement on my channel's been low again, so, if you just want to shout out, hey, I picked pile 2, feel free to do so. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, group 2, right here back at the Dunn Creative. All right, bye. Love you. All right, group number 3, or those of you who selected this beautiful silky malachite, this is going to be your message. And this is kind of a 3-part breakdown, or kind of 3-part reading, I guess you could say. It's all inclusive in just this one timestamp, I guess you could say. But we're breaking your big shift down into 3 parts. We're going to be figuring out what is shifting for you, then how this shift is going to be benefiting you, and then advice for these shifts or this big shift coming for you. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it for group 3. Welcome, group 3. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. It's good to have you here. All right, so what is shifting for group 3? We're going to get 2 cards per category, I guess you could call it. And how is this shift benefiting group 3, please, Spirit? And advice for this shift for group 3, please, Spirit. Ooh, they're telling me to keep it there. I was like, that was the first card drawn, so I was going to put it toward the front, but they're telling me no, it's going to make better sense this way, so I just shut up and listen. Okay. I need to still work on the shutting up part, but the listening part, I think I got it. Okay. So for what is shifting for group 3, we have 5 of Swords and Explorer of Swords, or Knight of Swords. So what is shifting for you guys is speaking without thinking, or just diving into something without really thinking about the long-term, I guess, like longevity or consequences. This to me feels like a major, like, mental shift or belief system shift where you've maybe thought more pessimistically about life or more negatively about, your situation, your life, other people. This is shifting for you guys where you're feeling this whole new beginning, and it's going to happen very quickly. So if you guys may have already started to feel this happen, or it's already recently happened for you. You guys are probably the ones, I might even be picking up on past energy rather than current or future energy, but I'm reading this as more past to present, maybe near future. If this has not happened yet for you, this major paradigm shift, maybe even spiritual awakening, or just completely shifting your view from one end of a spectrum to another, this is going to happen very quickly for you guys, but this is for your highest good. This is leaving behind limiting beliefs, bad habits, especially with your thought process, like thinking you're not good enough, imposter syndrome, things like this. Also, I'm seeing writing or communication in some way, some sort of online platform where maybe you just thought no matter how much work you put into this, things just weren't happening. Things, you could put all your love, your heart, your soul into something and it's like 4 people see it, or it's just not getting the engagement it should be getting, or it could be helping so many more people. That the message is coming through, or the post you're sharing, or the wisdom that's coming through, on your social media, or, if you're a writer writing books or whatever this is, it's just not reaching the right audience. This is shifting, and it's shifting very quickly, but this is going to be something that shifts within your energy, first and foremost within you, then will start being expressed or seen in the external world, as new subscribers or book sales, or just people knowing about the business that you have, or if this is a work situation, this is just people treating you better, and it's like the opportunities are coming in and they're flowing, and you're knowing which ones are right for you and leaving behind which ones aren't right for you. This feels like a major mental shift. It's so powerful, you guys. Wow. All right, what's kind of the theme of what is shifting for group 3? What is the theme of this shift? Well, we got this in group 1, so there might also be a message in group 1. You don't have to if you didn't feel called, but those of you who felt called and maybe you've already watched it, or you thought, well, maybe if it's talked about, I'll go watch it, feel free to watch it. But we've got a happy ending here. So yes, you guys are cutting something off, or someone off, or leaving behind an old cycle, an old situation. But that happy ending is creating a brave, why did I say brave? I was going to say great, but the word brave came out. A brave new beginning, a great new beginning. Wow. Yeah, this is maybe going to take some courage here to, drop your swords, or to admit maybe you're coming to someone and saying, hey, I messed up and I really do apologize, and I'm going to do better from now on. Or if this is someone who's already left your life, or you've left their life, maybe having this conversation with their higher self, or in a meditation, or just, journaling it out, writing your thoughts out. Even if you're yelling and swearing at someone, that's okay if you're going to burn it later or not send it. But I think this is about purging out old emotional toxic thoughts and mental thoughts that just aren't serving you. This cycle is closing out and creating a happy ending to give you that solid, brave new beginning that it was presenting there. Brave and great new beginning. All right, what else is coming in? What is shifting for group number 3? It's right here. We've got courage. Oh my gosh. And wow, that had to have been the only one upside down. But I just literally was talking about finding that courage to do it. And there's that athame, or that knife there, to cut anything that's no longer, serving us, or cutting cords from past relationships, jobs, situations that are no longer serving. And we've got here Libra energy as well. A lot of Libra energy in group 2. Wow. But yeah, this is finding that courage for a new beginning, because we're building a stable new foundation with this number 13. So we've got the number 93, which adds up to 12. 9 plus 3 is 12, and then 13. So that you're progressing. This happy ending is bringing you the courage to start something new. That is so powerful, you guys. Wow. Hopefully we're not cut off at the bottom there. We can see that courage. Okay. Looks like we're good. So what else is shifting? You're shifting into, and with all this yellow, that solar plexus, that is that courage center within our bodies. We've got some yellow here, yellow. We've got some yellow, happy yellow. But this is about really leaning into your own courage, your own self-confidence, your self-worth, and leveling that up, leaving behind those limiting beliefs or that imposter syndrome. You're kicking it to the curb. It's shifting right up on out of your life. Not to say you will feel scared, won't feel scared sometime in the future, or like you're not good enough sometime in the future, because these things are cyclical. It just looks like a circle, but if you actually look at it from the side, it's more like a spiral, because we learn these lessons and we heal and we evolve. But I like to call healing like an onion. There's layers to it. We can't just work really diligently for 1 month of our life and heal everything and never have to do it again. No, that's just not how the human experience works. I wish, but it's just not. So this is about you peeling back those layers and at least getting to that next level up. That's what this shift is creating for you, is like a platform, or like a solid new foundation which you can build upon for something better that feels more joyous. I'm just seeing like someone jumping for joy or leaping for joy. So yeah, what else is shifting for group 3? Group 3. Maybe group 1 has some messages. I don't know. I keep wanting to say group 1. Sword of Light. There's we've got one sword here, one sword here, one sword here, and one sword here. And it's like an athame as well, you know, cutting through what's no longer serving. But this is about divine protection. Cords cut. You're cutting cords of the past. We've already talked about all this. This is really just telling you what we've already talked about, and then breakthrough energy. So this is Archangel Michael also coming in, because his wonderful sword of protection and love and, Ace of Swords energy, which I think group 2 had Ace of Swords in this position right here, if I'm remembering right. But wow, this is letting you know you are divinely protected as you make this shift, or the shift may be divinely happening for you, where before you thought you were a victim of circumstance, or life just happens to you, not for you, but you're realizing, no, life is happening for me, and Spirit may be making these changes or shifts for you. If you haven't been able to do them or don't know how to do them, Spirit will make this happen for you. So I don't think there's any extra action that you haven't already taken, or you aren't intuitively led to take in the future, that you have to take. Spirit will help guide the way with this. There's so much brilliant yellow here. I'm just obsessed with it right now. So yellow might be a power color for you guys. This is breakthrough energy, breaking through those old barriers, those old blockages, those old stagnancies. You are shifting. This is exactly what this is talking about, and it's exactly what this reading is all about. So let's find out how this shift is benefiting you now that we've discovered what is shifting. How is this going to benefit your life? Two of Wands and the Elder of Cups, or King of Cups. So we had that in group 2, I think, the King of Cups over here. What is shifting? Might have been group 1. I can't remember at this point. But if you feel called, go ahead and venture forth. But with the Two of Wands, this is about, I'm seeing this almost as counterpart energy, because it's very yin and yang, divine feminine, divine masculine. This is about coming together, or union, or twin flame energy. I'm really reading this Two of Wands specifically as, because there's some kind of sparks between the two of them. So this could be some sparks flying in a new relationship, or an existing relationship that you're just looking to bring some magic or spice back into. But this is a coming together, but you're taking things that the other person doesn't have, and they're taking things that you don't have, and coming together to combine. So that even could be like creating a child, creating a business, coming together with one or more forces to create something new, but making plans. This is going to help you make those plans and actually follow through on them. Because I think you guys have made plans in the future, they would fall through. Make plans like, this is my big dream, and it just never happens. But now you're at a point where you can actually make plans that are going to work on the foundation of courage that you have built. Solid foundation. Because maybe before, it was a lot of start-stop energy like we had going on in group 1. And if you know, you know what happened in group 1. A lot happened in group 1. But if you know, you know. And if you want to go find out, feel free to do so. But start-stop energy, it's like you were on the way to something, and then you were cut off or blocked or stopped in some way. But how this shift is benefiting you is you are really feeling in tune with your emotions. You're allowing those emotions to flow. Some of these emotions from your childhood, maybe even as far back as different past lives, are coming up to the surface, because this cup is floating on the surface, and this fish beneath the water is looking up at it. Like these emotions, cups are emotional. These emotions have floated up from the depths, and they are now at the surface to where you can heal it, heal it, deal with it, release it, so you can move on with your life. That is so powerful, because I think so many of us know we want to make changes in our lives, but we're just not sure how. Well, your emotions are leading the way, and so is your spiritual just prowess and oomph. Like you're just feeling very tuned in spiritually and to your intuition, and maybe even to someone in your life, a partner, a best friend, a family member, a coworker, whatever it looks like for you specifically, that is helping you release your emotions or helping bring emotions to the surface. This could even look like, for some of you, because we got the light, we got the dark, this could look like enemy, like an enemy, or just someone that you are just sick of dealing with in your life, or someone you're having some sort of dispute or spat with, that is actually helping. It's like pointing out this dispute or this, I guess, disagreement with this person could be pointing out things that are hidden within you that are now bringing or being brought forth to the surface because of what this person is doing. So it's not like, this person is basically creating these emotions or bringing these emotions up within you. It's not about them and the situation at hand. It's about something from the past that's triggering these emotions. This person, you can actually, even if you're just ready to wring their neck, like you really do owe them like a big thank you for allowing you to see something about yourself that you couldn't see before. So that's how the shift is benefiting you. You're able to see your present, your past, your future in a whole new light that maybe you had already told yourself years ago, oh, I'll never accomplish that one thing. I'll never write that book. I'll never have a following. I'll never, whatever it is, insert here. But now you're like, F that. I'm going after it. I deserve it. Why not me? Stop it, belief systems. We're going for it. Like, that is what this is doing. This is how it's benefiting you guys. And it's so beautiful. All right. How else is this shift benefiting, or these shifts benefiting group 3? Healing. Yes, exactly. That's what we were talking about. These emotions that were buried in the depths, maybe even as far back as many past lives ago, are coming to the surface for healing. And we have the number 66, which is a master number. Beautiful, balanced, divine feminine energy with the sixes. And you've got a double reverberation of that energy there. So that's so powerful for you guys to be able to heal and move through the past so that you can have a more supportive and stable present for which you can build your future. It is so freaking powerful, you guys. I can't even put it into words. I mean, what else can I say? You're having a huge breakthrough in your own healing. Could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual healing, all the above, any combination of those above, all of the above, one of the above, whatever resonates for you. But you're healing. You got to feel it to heal it, to deal with it, to release, because you're cutting off that past energy, that the lessons learned. So you're releasing yourself from the pain of it now. Doesn't mean you forget about it, but you're releasing yourself from the pain of having to continue to feel the pain. And for some of you, this has been a long time coming, and I mean a long time coming. All right, how is this shift benefiting group 3? Desire. Okay, we had this in group 2, I think. No, group 1. One of the groups. One of the groups had the desire card, and you guys have it. So we've got here desire. This is cost lettuce, and this is very creative energy. It's very emotional, like adept, and very emotionally in tune energy, going with the flow of life, feeling whatever you're feeling in any moment and not trying to push it away. And that's the problem. You know, when we're feeling really good and happy, we're not sitting there thinking, I'm happy right now. Oh my gosh, I'm happy right now. Let me just hurry and move through this so I can get on to the next. No, when we're happy, we're literally happy. We're in the moment. We're not thinking we're happy. We just are happy. We're not thinking about being happy. We just are happy. But take the opposite of that, you know, feeling really sad. We're like, man, I hate feeling like this. When is this over? Oh, I can't wait to be happy again. Think of it that way. Instead of thinking or trying to bypass your current experience, just allow yourself to be in it. Just allow yourself to feel it. And that will help you bring you closer to in alignment with your desires, because when you can feel it, you can heal it, you can deal with it, you can release it. You're not pushing it down to the depths. You're not bypassing it. You're not trying to love and light it away. You're feeling it. Whatever comes up, love that. And I can't remember who said that. I think it might have been Matt Kahn. I know I've heard him say that. I don't know if that's original thought to him, but whatever arises, love that. Or whatever comes up, love that. Very important. And this could even have to do with a desire you have for your mother to be better off financially, or you're wanting to take care of your mother in some way, or maybe you as a mother, you have a desire to be a better mother. Or maybe you have at one point had a desire to have a better mother than you did. But that doesn't mean you can't go back and kind of rewrite your memories for something more supportive, or kind of be your own mother that you desired when you were young. Mothering that own inner child of yours every day for the rest of your life. You can possibly do that. It would be very healing, in fact, to do that. Even if you had a great mother, no mother is perfect. And your inner mother can help your inner child. That's what I'm really seeing with this. But your desires are, as you get this big shift, how you're benefiting is you're more in alignment with your desires than ever. More in alignment than ever. Especially your creative passions, your creative endeavors, the things that just really light you up and make you excited about life. Because they're now showing me Chiron energy, which Chiron is that wounded healer. It's that place in our chart that is really a lot of our past life wounding, that if we can overcome or heal that wound of our own Chiron in this life, not only can we heal others, because that's what the thing with Chiron, he was the wounded healer. He was wounded, he couldn't heal himself, but he could heal everybody else. And you guys, wherever your Chiron is in your chart, that is where you heal others. But this is where you need to really focus to heal also yourself. Heal the issues of the house that your Chiron is placed in, or the sign that your Chiron is placed in. Really benefit you guys. All right, what else is going on? For how this shift is benefiting, sorry if that was loud on my mic there. We got here halls of Amenti, initiations, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. Yes, what was I saying about you're closer to your desires than ever? That's exactly what this is saying here for you guys. Your secrets are being, those inner secrets of your heart, your soul, maybe even family secrets on your mother's line specifically, but it doesn't have to be just the mother's line. But we did have that Cancer energy, which is original of the 4th house, or your mother, moon. But this might be revealing secrets from your family lineage in some way, or just secrets revealed from your past life, or your own hidden talents, your own treasures that you're uncovering by going to the depths. This is very 8th house energy here with the healing and the King of Cups, and going to the depths to pull out things from the depths to bring them to the surface. But this is initiating you into your next big mission on this planet. What it is you're incarnated to do, that North Node energy they're showing me, like your destiny. You're figuring out your destiny, your purpose, your mission here, many of you. That's so powerful. All right, now let's find out some advice for this shift, going through this shift. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is totally trying to get you to stay out of your head because you were in your head in the past a lot. And one of the best things you can do is get out of your head and into your body. They're showing me getting into your body. They're showing me yoga. They're showing me Tai Chi. They're showing me walking in nature. They're showing me swimming in natural bodies of water if you can. This is staying out of your head, not caving to the temptations that you would have caved to in the past. And I know it's difficult, but you know how we always talk about cutting cords with people? You can also cut cords with lines of thinking and habits and addictions. You can cut cords to your addiction. You can kind of anthropomorphize. Can I say that right? Anthropomorphize. I can never say that word right. It's basically humanizing something that's not human, like a dishwasher or a teddy bear or, an addiction in this case, or a bad habit in this case, but kind of giving it a human-esque quality or name or face, and then cutting cords with it. It's a powerful way to overcome addiction, because the devil at the core of it is temptation, it is addiction, it is our ego, it is keeping us locked and loaded in our comfort zone. And this is you literally rising above it. Because we've got the 6 of Wands down here, and then the Ace of Wands is just flying high above it. I'm almost reading this 7 of Wands as a 6 of Wands and an Ace of Wands combined. And I don't always read it that way, but I am in this case, because these are lit up like there is a celebration here. You're finally getting that recognition by rising above the limiting beliefs, the patterns of the past. This is literally cutting cords with patterns of the past to get that recognition, that reward, that abundance, that raise, promotion that you've been desiring and deserving for so long, but you've been, I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but a lot of us do hold ourselves back. I will be the first one to raise my hand and stand up and say, yeah, I can see many ways, in many cases, how I have held myself back. But you're not doing that anymore. You're not holding yourself back anymore. You're shining your light majorly. And as a result, you're flying high above the crowd. You stand out in ways that you maybe used to want to so badly, but never could figure out how. And now your light just elevates you. Again, it's not about being better than anyone else. It's just you're standing out for your own unique qualities and abilities, and the right people are finding you finally. And taking any divinely inspired idea that you have with this kind of Ace of Wands energy here and running with it. Not just taking this, oh, that would be a cool idea someday. Maybe I could write that book or create that painting or, make that funny TikTok, whatever it is. Don't think about doing it later. If you can put it on your calendar and do it now. Take that divinely inspired action and do something with it as soon as you can, because you're going to see these things pay off so quickly. Especially my planners and my doers here. You may think, well, before I get to that fun thing, I gotta finish all these other things I'm doing. And yes, if you have difficulty finishing a project that you've started, I think finishing what you've started is step one. And then when you've had that happy ending of finishing or completing that project, then going forward with these new ideas with abandon, just going for it. It's beautiful. All right. What other advice does Spirit have for the shift? Ooh. We have moderation. Yeah. But like I said, finishing what you started before just diving in. But those of you who are kind of on the path of, okay, I'm almost done with this one thing, now here's my next idea. Because I think Spirit's going to give you these ideas right at the right timing. And that's why I guess timing is of the essence. Oh, battery's dead. Because if Spirit gave you this idea too far in advance, it would just be too far in advance that you couldn't do anything about it. You'd probably be discouraged. So with the devil here, this is very temperance energy, tempering that devil energy, moderation. That keeps us from going into the devil zone, right? Being moderate about, not staying up too late, not drinking too much alcohol, not, being on our phones too much, or not spending too much time alone, but not spending too much time in other people's energy either. This is about finding that beautiful Libra balance. And this is where that courage comes in again. That shift is the courage. And the advice is to use that courage in moderation. Don't feel you have to go all gung-ho into every situation, guns blazing, overly confident in everything you do, because that could also crash and burn you. But when you get that foundation built around something you have validity towards or courage towards, then you can really take the action there. Okay, let's go to this deck next. Any other advice for the shift for group 3? I just looked up and it said change battery pack. So we got most of the way through this, but it's funny how I was just talking about moderation so you don't burn yourself out, or something very similar. I don't think I use the exact words of burning yourself out, but to balance so we don't burn out or to go two guns blazing into everything. And then the battery pack. So yeah, make sure you're balancing all that action with some rest, all that work with some play, right? We're not going all in on one thing to completely unbalance ourselves, because we need to keep that balance to keep our courage about ourselves. Okay. All right, what other advice do we have for group number 3? We have victory. And that's exactly what the 6 of Wands that are represented down here represent, is victory. We've got 44 and 66. And another 4, 13 adds up to 4. So 444, angel number 444. But this is the nasturtium flower, so that might be relevant to someone here. But we also have Aries energy, which is about taking that leap of faith, like into something new, a new project, a new, having that courage. They're the starters, these Aries people. I'm an Aries sun in Vedic astrology, and I love starting things. It's sometimes difficult for me to finish them, but I sure love to have a fresh start with something. But I think that's where that message of make sure you're finishing what you've started before you start a whole bunch of new things, where that comes in. And it's funny, we've got kind of a orangey red and green, and orangey red and green. So kind of that rusty red color and green might be 2 power colors for you guys. And then we've got the number 14, which adds up to 5. But also, that's change. 5 is change. But also 13 going to 14. So there is progression here. If you take this advice with these shifts, you're going to progress forward, specifically with your healing. It's so powerful, you guys. Big victory. I don't think I could say much more. You're being victorious. Advice for the shift is to know the outcome of victory and follow it every step toward your victory. Rising above the fray of everyone else and everything else will literally put you on your own path. All right. Last little bit of advice for you, group 3. And we have the Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifesting. And that's exactly what I was just saying with this victory card here. This is about knowing the victory is yours and consciously manifesting said victory. Not leaving it open to, ooh, maybe, or ooh, hopefully. No, you know this victory is yours and you are taking it It's not like you're taking it away from someone else. If it's yours, it's yours. You don't have to worry about anyone feeling left out. This victory is yours, so it is yours for the taking, and you should take it. Staying out of your head, feeling not worthy, that imposter syndrome. Your advice is to not allow that imposter syndrome to take root. And if it does start to take root, go back over here to this cord cutting. Got, all these athames over here working for you. You're cutting that past energy, those belief systems that you're not good enough, that imposter syndrome, you're cutting it off at the root. Pulling it out, removing it completely so that you can go about your cosmic order and your conscious manifesting and your divine alchemy, because you are a divine alchemist. That's exactly what you are. Wow, this was so powerful, you guys. So just knowing that there is a cosmic order to things, the Spirit's showing me, is like, when something is meant for you, nothing could take it away. But really, the only thing that could prevent us sometimes from going after and getting what we know is ours is our own belief system that we don't deserve it, that I'm not good enough for it, whatever the case may be. But you are shifting that majorly to where you're staying out of that energy. It may not always be easy, but it's going to take courage to step out of that energy of not feeling good enough for what is rightfully yours, to rise above and go for it. You got this, group 3. I hope that resonated. Feel free to let me know below what you thought, any stories you want to share. The engagement on my channel has been pretty low again, so I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all those likes, comment, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, group 3, right here back at the Dunn Creative. All right, love you. Bye.